once you've laid out your blanket, you want to work from the longest joins to the shortest joins that might be only one square. And that will assist you in keeping the blanket easy to work with. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and connect this top ivy border rectangle with the wisps and the wind rectangle. So I'm putting the two wrong sides together so that the braid of the single crochets are on the outside. And I'm going to go ahead and find the corner of the wisps and the wind, which is right here. I've got a slip knot on my size H crochet hook. I'm going into the corner from the front. Now it's in the back. We're going in now on the other side. We're going in from the back to the front to the cornermost part of this ivy border here, okay? And this is going to be a single crochet connecting. So we're going to go ahead and do a single crochet to join, and then we're going to go ahead and work single crochets all the way across. So going in from the front of the wisps and the wind, and then through the back to the front of the ivy border, yarning over in the back, pulling through, yarning over again, and pulling through. That's a single crochet. You're doing the same thing all the way across, and this is connecting it. It is leaving a seam, which is what you want. This will help frame each of the squares and rectangles, and it'll look really nice at the end. This is the same kind of join we did on both the cat gan and the dog gan. Those videos are also on my channel, and you can find all the patterns for those either separately on my blog, or you can always go to Etsy, Ravelry. Those have ones where you can just buy it all together, and it's nice and easy. Giant PDF. It's the way to go. All right, so you're just going to do this all the way down. It doesn't have to be super tight. Just enough. You don't want it to be super tight. You don't want it to pull. But as you can see here, it's creating this lovely ribbing that's going to go from one side to the other, and you're going to go ahead and do the same connection for every single one of the joins between the rectangles. The only ones that you don't do this connection on are when you're connecting the Bellflower Grove pieces. There's the Bellflower Grove is this one right here. So this particular backwards L shape, we did the seamless join. There's another video for that if you haven't done that yet. But you want to do the seamless join on not only the Bellflower Grove piece, but you also want to seamlessly join the pieces of the border, the ivy border, okay? The single crochet joins are for everything else. Once you've reached the end, you want to go ahead and make sure you're in the corners on the last stitch. You're going to go in as you would normally, but go ahead and just do a slip stitch, okay? And then you can cut the length away, leave a tail for sewing in later, and pull tight, okay? So now we've just connected the top part of the border to the wisps and the wind, and you can see they are totally connected now, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep going as long as we have like the full lengths. Let's go ahead, we can go then on to the next one. So the next one would be the wisps and the wind, and then the crocodile. So cricket and the wisps, we would then just grab them, holding them the wrong sides together, and then we'll connect our next length of thread with a slip knot as well. And then do the same. Making sure that you're going into the corners on both because you want them to line up. Doing a single crochet to connect, and then continue working along as you would normally. Okay, so what happens when you're connecting the rectangles and this one rectangle ends while the other one continues on, because you're going to be connecting another square, so it's creating this sort of T shape, right? I'm going to go ahead and let's do that together, okay? So we're currently on cricket. She's the crocodile, okay? So we're going into the cornermost stitch of cricket. We're going into our wisps in the wind, and we're doing our single crochet as usual. Now we need to find the cornermost stitch of our next rectangle, and this is Lady Porcupine over here. So we're going to go ahead and go into that cornermost rectangle, and we're just going to go into the very next stitch in the line on the Wisps in the Wind. Okay, and this you want to make sure it's nice and tight because we don't want there to be any gaps. So now we've connected Lady Porcupine to the Wisps in the Wind, and we can continue on connecting that length that we have here of those two pieces. Okay, these are not connected yet. We haven't connected the sides yet. We'll do that later, okay? All right, when you're ready to do some of the vertical connectings, you'll notice that we've got our line here from where we connected. This is the Wisps in the Wind, and then we've got Lady Porcupine and Cricket. Okay, so this is where we're gonna start. Now, rather than starting down here where your single crochets are that you're going to be connecting, I wanna go ahead and attach my yarn over here to this line that we've created here, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna end up with a little bit of a hole there, and we don't want that. All right, we're gonna connect our yarn here with a slip stitch. Okay, so now that we're connected here to the border, now we can go ahead and begin crocheting our single crochet border along the side, okay? So what I like to do is I like to actually go into that same space that we did in that same corner that we used to connect them going on the horizontal axis, okay? So now we're gonna go ahead and go into those same spaces, and we're gonna do our single crochet. That's our first single crochet, and that's as close as we can get to the other line. There won't be any holes there now, okay? And now we just go ahead and continue on as usual. And if you're going down the length of the blanket, you're gonna have to do several corner connections there. So just make sure that you're hitting every single corner and that you're not leaving any of the stitches on the corners unworked, okay? You want them to be nice and flush, nice and 90 degrees. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit the bell, like, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my other videos. All right, thanks guys.